From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 for Tuesday, August 23rd. Slightly warmer day. We'll be back off the higher humidity values, though, that we saw yesterday, so it's going to feel wonderful. It's going to be the best weather day of the week. Lots of sunshine, and temps will get into the low to mid 80s. IMPD says a teenager is wounded from a shooting on the northwest side. It happened on Winterberry Drive this morning near 56th and Muller Road. According to IMPD, the teenager is stable at the hospital. It happened just after 6 o'clock this morning. And breaking news from overnight, IMPD is working to figure out who fired shots into a home on the north side. Officers responded to a home on North College Avenue just after 1 this morning. They say children were inside the home, but nobody was injured. Police haven't released any information on a potential suspect, but they do believe the shooting is an isolated incident, and they're asking anyone with information to contact IMPD. A crash report lists speed, weather, and drinking as possible factors in the wreck that killed 3 Indiana State University students. The crash happened early Sunday morning just south of Terre Haute and killed Christian Eubanks, Caleb Van Hooser, and Jaden Muesli. Eubanks and Van Hooser were on the ISU football team. So were 2 other passengers who survived. Police say O'Marion Dixon and John Moore are both badly hurt, but out of intensive care. The Sheriff's Department crash reports indicates that the car was going 90 miles an hour on State Road 46 before it hit a tree and caught fire. Witnesses say it was also heavily raining at the time. According to the report, one of the surviving students says the group was coming back from a house party in Bloomington and all had been drinking. Investigators haven't said who was driving, nor have they confirmed the claims of drinking. The NCAA released a statement about the football players who were killed. It reads, "We join Indiana State University in mourning the loss of Christian Eubanks and Caleb Van Hooser. Our condolences to their family, friends, and teammates." Cyclists in Indianapolis tell iTeammate the city considers their safety second to car drivers. They're frustrated over the removal of safety barriers on the near south side. The city had installed concrete poles called bollards to keep bicyclists and walkers safe on Shelby Street. But DPW tells iTeammate it didn't anticipate cars and buses damaging those bollards. The bollards are now replaced with more flexible poles. DPW says that these flexible poles are in line with national safety standards, but cyclists don't necessarily agree with that.
Hitting the protection was to remove the protection. I guess, I don't know, people are more expendable than bollards.
DPW reminds drivers using Shelby Street that cars are dangerous, a lot heavier than bicycles, of course, and that drivers should continue to obey the rules of the road. You can read DPW's full statement online right now at wishtv.com. Just check in the Wish As Seen on Wish TV section. Governor Eric Holcomb is touting a formal agreement with Taiwan. He joined top government leaders there to sign a memorandum of understanding. Holcomb shared photos of the signing, calling it a step toward framework for stronger global security and progress. Holcomb is the most recent American official to visit the self-governing island amid its tensions with China. He announced the 4-day visit after he landed in Taipei on Sunday. Holcomb's office says his delegation will head next to South Korea later this week. In Your Vote 2022, it's decision day for Northern Indiana Democrats. A party caucus will pick the person who will run in the special election to fill the House seat left vacant by Jackie Walorski's death. Rudy Yakim is the Republican in the race, and for the eternal general election for the full congressional term that starts in January. Yakim previously served as Walorski's campaign finance manager. Walorski's widow and her mother endorsed Yakim ahead of the Republican caucus that selected him. He says he wants to honor Walorski with work in Washington.
And Jackie taught us that character and integrity matter, and that's why she served on the House Ethics Committee. And Dean, you have my word that I will work every day to honor Jackie's legacy and to make you proud.
Yakim will face Democrat Paul Stury and Libertarian William Henry in the general election. Stury is also vying for the special election nomination in today's caucus. A new report says the Biden administration is working on a plan to cancel student debt based on income. CNN reports the proposal would forgive up to $10,000 for people who earn less than $125,000 a year. The Department of Education has indicated an announcement could come this week. Time is running short to announce something. The current pause on student loan payments is set to expire August 31st. One of the nation's top doctors is marking the end of nearly 4 decades of government work. Dr. Anthony Fauci says he's pursuing his next chapter. The 81-year-old announced yesterday he's stepping down as the nation's leading infectious disease expert and chief medical advisor to the president. Fauci's early career played a key role in the response to AIDS in America. He most recently took center stage as a face of the politically polarizing response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Wish TV medical expert and former Surgeon General Dr. Jerome Adams says Fauci deserves the break.
As someone who served the public for over 50 years and who's 81 years old, no one deserves a break more than he does. Yet, his expertise, wisdom, patience, and communication skills are going to be sorely missed. I truly hope that as he transitions into his next phase of his career, that we can continue to support public servants, even when there are times that we disagree with them. Because it's incredibly important that people feel compelled to serve for the sake of our country.
Fauci will step down from federal government in December. And the FDA has received a new version of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine made to target Omicron variants. The drug maker submitted the application for emergency authorization yesterday. It says the booster dose would help protect against the BA4 and BA5 variants in people who are 12 and older. If approved, Pfizer says the vaccine could be ready to start shipping next month.
Okay, hi, Internet. I'm freaking out. My apartment is literally flooding. I just woke up and should I call 911? What do I do?
A woman in Texas goes online for help handling floods. She says she just moved into her apartment 3 days ago and many of her things are now ruined. She's one of many people in the Dallas area dealing with disaster after the heaviest downpour there in 90 years. The rain also stranded cars and trucks, flooded city streets and interstates. The National Weather Service says by yesterday afternoon, the area got more than 9 inches of rain in 24 hours. It normally gets about 7 to 8 inches of rain over an entire summer. The region had been dealing with drought. Authorities say the flooding has led to at least 1 death, and crews have rescued 140 people. And the storm system that socked Texas also affected the nation's airports. According to FlightAware, the weather led to more than 1,400 flight cancellations. So far, 427 are canceled this morning. 54 of those are in or out of Dallas. Former President Donald Trump wants a neutral third-party attorney to inspect the documents seized from his Florida estate. Trump's attorneys made the request yesterday, asking a federal judge to halt the FBI's review of the documents until a special master is appointed to look over the records. A new report in the New York Times says that the government has removed more than 300 documents marked classified from Mar-a-Lago since Trump left office. That includes more than 150 documents retrieved by the National Archives in January, which helped trigger the Department of Justice's criminal investigation. Trump's new claim argues the search violated his rights and that the records are privileged. And today at the Little League World Series, a win or head home game for Hagerstown. The team suffered an extra inning 5-2 loss to Tennessee in Monday's matchup. It's double elimination at this point, so there is still hope. Hagerstown can still win the title, but only by winning every game. The tough road starts today at 3 against a team from Pennsylvania. And to business headlines, a new report from Wells Fargo says the cost of beer has gone up nearly 5% nationwide since last July. Groceries up about 13%. And if you're planning to grill out still this season, propane and firewood are up 22%. 50% of Indianapolis homes for sale had a price cut in July. Redfin says that's compared with 30% in July of 2021. The Federal Reserve's efforts to tamp down inflation have sent mortgage rates above 5% and pulled the brakes on the housing market. Coffee and pastry shops are avoiding the inflation hit that restaurants have seen. Analysts, economists, and coffee drinkers say it's the pleasure of relatively small indulgences during a time of belt tightening. MoviePass will relaunch its test form on Labor Day. The only way to use the service is to sign up on a wait list beginning Thursday. The first users who come off the wait list can choose among 3 pricing tiers, $10, $20, or $30 a month, which gives credits to see a certain number of movies. The first 2 episodes of The Lord of the Rings of Power, will be aired in select theaters 2 days ahead of its debut on Amazon Prime Video. With a record-setting price tag of $1 billion, it is the most expensive TV show ever made. The new Amazon series, The Lord of the Rings, The Ring of Power, is all set to air on Amazon Prime Video this fall on September 2nd. Several orchards open for the season this weekend, while others are delaying a few weeks due to this year's drought. The apple orchards, mainly in the Midwest and West, say the apples need more time to ripen. The orchard tours and festivities are delayed for a week or so to Labor Day, but not all of them, so check your local listings. Finally, famed eater Joey Chestnut will try to break another world record at tonight's Indians game. He'll have 8 minutes to eat more than 28.5 24-ounce bags of popcorn. So stay tuned for that. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway, online at wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand for even more on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.